Love is a powerful force that is meant for doing some real good, but in the hands of mankind has been subjected to far more painful things. We know real love when we see it. It is recognized because we've been looking for it despite the false acceptance and settlements of what has presented itself as a forgery in its stead. We know it because it is us. In our quest to find genuine love, we destroy much, even some that has been genuine and hard, destroyed by our own ignorance to know it. So, in that we destroy ourselves in the process. Hear love with your spirit. What is true, fill with your heart. All else are but distracting senses we've come to rely upon, which often leads us astray.
Just something on my mind. Do you know that my love is true? Can't you see that? In the midnight hour, my heart starts to moan to be in your arms. Oh, how I long for your touch and your kiss forever. It's you and me, just something on my mind. Something on my mind, something on my mind, on my mind, something on my mind. I love the way you held me in your arms, your gentleness goes beyond the way I feel. It's true, you know. How can you ask me to let go? No, I can't. I can't. I won't. I need you always. Just something on my mind. On my mind. Something on my mind, something on my mind, something on my mind, something on my mind. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me know. Let me know. Please come back. Please come back. And stay with me. something on my mind, on my mind.
I never poured myself so deeply into someone, and now I have to lift myself up and out of your space. I must leave without trace of ever entering that place, and despite you having maced my face with venom words, even if you weren't mean, what did you expect when you told me that it was over, that the forever one day had to be reinvented as it lay a stench of we are not meant to be? It stirred in the breeze that left me so sick I even sneezed. To me, forever and a day was not a practice thing, nor was it a suicidal walkout on a wing. It made my heart sing and the burden on my shoulders cling as light as a jacket on my arm. I walked through a field unharmed, not thinking about the landmines laid out, waiting for the pressure to disarm. I hate the fact that I love you to the point I could cry 1 minute believing we are finished, and the next, you make me smile telling me you love me so. That shit doesn't flow knowing you love me less than you do another at most, and at one time I was one you loved more than the rest, and now it's so much less as you may love another so close. I'm hurt at best and want less to do with you, but if I mouth those words to your face, I'd be lying more yet. After backing up enough, I feel the knob of the door in my back, and know somehow this had to do with you showing me out, and being in love with me no doubt is drained from your heart, yet you love me still. A common love few care to know, after having been showed things that must be let go. You tell me that I'm selfish, just what did you expect? My love is not a broken toy that you so coyly throw out to the trash, nor is it something to be pawned for cash, because it's the realest to me to exist. Let me get a bit realer with you. This ish some shit I spew, I hate the fact that I love you, because loving you is what I live to die for. I hate the fact that I love you to the point I could cry 1 minute believing we are finished, and the next you make me smile and tell me how you love me so. Your smile that once left me killer weak and in the palm of your hand is what lays in the puddle right in front of my feet where I stand. It settles on the ground in a pool of coldness minus its bright white starry reflection, laying in its existence lacking direction. I had to stomp it out of my mind and break the connection, that one thing that warmed my heart anytime I desired your affection. Now I elect to deflect your love from my heart like a frisbee, and maybe we can one day be friends. You still believe me selfish when I live a choice you desired to be so free, which didn't include me in that last conversation. I hate the fact that I love you and you stand so bold telling me you won't move. And if I need to talk, you're here to listen to my heart sob, unresolved against your stone wall.
Only 3% of the U.S. money supply exists in physical currency. The other 97% essentially exists in computers alone.
A lot of ink to print billions of pages, not one piece of paper to find. I need to draw a final conclusion, so I think of ways to evoke my thoughts. Anyways, I'm not practicing green attributes. Grabbing me from my roots, my carbon prints were long overdue. Writing on this thin wood, I'm through. Paper mache, my heart gets torn apart. My paper doll, so easily you discard my heart. All about self-gain, she has no space for my words, no line for guidance anyways. Files out every time she plays. I was just a scribble, she doesn't understand me anyway. No hardwood floor to dribble. Could I get back a little? Her game, I couldn't keep up score. I ran out of paper so I could take it and bounce it myself, always giving her cushion. Who needs paper when you know you're losing? Who needs paper when my heart you're abusing? So I'm choosing my sanity, so don't get mad. I'm sorry about the issues of your dad. Do I really need paper to chart my feelings? Do I really need more of that for my heartfelt healing? Should I rip and tear? Should I once again share? Why I need paper when my memory is so good without you? Erase the terrible times, just want to document how many times I have been misunderstood. Spread these lyrics, even if they fear it. Breathing something new from my spirit. Do I need paper? Do I need paper? I don't need no paper. My memory is so good.
The United States government decides it needs some money, so it calls up the Federal Reserve and requests, say, $10 billion. The Fed replies saying, sure, we'll buy $10 billion in government bonds from you. So the government takes some pieces of paper, paints some official-looking designs on them, and calls them treasury bonds. Then it puts a value on these bonds to the sum of $10 billion and sends them over to the Fed. In turn, the people at the Fed draw up a bunch of impressive pieces of paper themselves, only this time calling them Federal Reserve notes, also designated a value of $10 billion to the set. The Fed then takes these notes and trades them for the bonds. Once this exchange is complete, the government then takes the $10 billion in Federal Reserve notes and deposits it into a bank account. And upon this deposit, the paper notes officially become legal tender money, adding $10 billion to the U.S. money supply. And there it is. $10 billion in new money has been created. Of course, this example is a generalization, for, in reality, this transaction would occur electronically, with no paper used at all.
With no paper used at all.
With no paper used at all.
A lot of ink to print billions of pages, not one piece of paper defined. I need to draw a final conclusion, so I think of ways to evoke my thoughts. Anyways, I'm not practicing green attributes. Grabbing me from my roots, my comments were long overdue. Writing on this N-word, I'm through. Paper mache, my heart gets torn apart. My paper down so easily, you discard my heart. All about self-gain, she has no space for my words, no line for guidance anyways.
I was angry because the pain in my heart should have never existed. For every tear I shed, you should have been there to ease the aching, but you missed it. Thought I screamed, shouted, and showed my ass because I wanted you to kiss it, but I didn't. I just wanted you to love me the way I loved you, and that was completely, deeply, and with meaning. Never allowing another human being to come between what you and I were building. But it's not your fault that I chose wrong. Since a little girl, all I ever wanted was a husband, children, and a home. But there was an error in my judgment because I knew better. Should have compared you to the man my father is for accurate measure. But I ignored the warning signs. I chose to be blind because it felt so incredible at the time. The emotions I possessed were true, and I have no regrets of falling in love with you. My only issue was not loving myself more. Should have held you to my standards before I opened the door of commitment, but it's not you who I resent. Because real women take responsibility for their own actions. I should have looked far beyond our physical attraction. Then maybe I could have predicted the largest fall of my life